Jeff Davis, President of Lordship Investments and Director of New Way Community, coming to you today with 5 minutes to live by. This program, we touch a lot of different subjects. We'll look at Christianity, marriage, business, finances, sales, relationships, just to name a few. Today, we're going to be coming out of a book that I wrote, How to Become a Real Estate Investor. I wrote this book for people looking to get into different areas and types of real estate investment to kind of be a blueprint so that you can kind of look at it and see the direction you want to go in. How to become a real estate investor. Today, I want to talk to you about developing a wholesaling business. So you've already thought about being an investor, and now you've thought, okay, I know the communities and areas I think I'm going to be focusing on, and I want to be a wholesaler. Well, what does that mean? Wholesalers basically are people who find people that are quote unquote motivated, which is a word you hear a lot in investing, but these are people that have to sell. They're not like people who don't care if they sell, people that have no motivation to sell. To be successful in wholesaling, you have to find people that are looking to sell and they want to sell, typically as quickly as possible. And so what you do is you go and you're looking at this property. First you talk to the owner. You maybe take a look at the place, but you want to make sure before you ever go see it that the numbers make sense. The only way that wholesaling works is that you have to be able to purchase a property at a price that is below the market that needs some repair. So that then you will do the second part of wholesaling, which is finding a cash buyer, an investor who wants to fix and flip or hold it as a rental, and you're going to sell this property to them. So an example would be I find a property that's worth $100,000 and the seller the property needs $10,000 worth of work, and I make the seller an offer of $50,000 and he takes it because he doesn't want to do the work, he's ready to go. Then I go and I find a cash buyer and I offer him that property for $60,000. So he knows that if he comes in and he buys it at 60, puts 10 into it, he can sell it for 100, he makes a profit. And I would make the difference between the 60,000 that I sold it to my buyer for and the 50,000 I paid the seller for it. So there's a $10,000 spread in between that. That 10,000 becomes my fee. Now, that's a simple way of looking at wholesaling, but that's exactly what it is. If you want to develop a wholesaling business, you need to learn some things about real estate. I've been doing this for quite a while, and I can tell you that in dealing with some wholesalers, they do not understand real estate because they don't understand the value. Many times when people get into this, they don't understand that in order for you to really be good at real estate, you have to understand the needs of your seller and the needs of your buyer. And their needs are different. So you need to understand the needs of the seller so that you can negotiate a good deal with them. And you have to understand the needs of the buyer so that you can deliver what they're looking for. So there are wholesalers that when you go in and you do the numbers, you see the property for sale, but you do the numbers don't make sense. They will be wholesaling a property, asking $80,000, $10,000 worth of work, and it has a repair value, after repair value of $100,000. So that property basically is going to make $10,000. You aren't going to entice any investor, cash buyer, to come in for a $10,000 payday. They're just not going to do it. So if you're going to be a wholesaler, you have to learn the business of wholesaling. You got to learn not only what sellers need, but what buyers need. And you have to put together deals that make sense. There is negotiations involved. Yes, nobody's going to give you these sellers, so you got to go out there and find them. You have to be willing to look. You got to be willing to do emails and maybe send out postcards or letters, or you got to be okay with getting on the phone. You have to talk to people to wholesale because you have to talk to buyers. Now, you also need cash buyers. So you have to be out there looking for them as well. And the internet's a great tool and we can use it to help us to build a cash buyers list, but ultimately wholesaling only works if you have buyers for the property. So you have to make sure that you have a list of people that are looking for something, and then you have this property that you're able to offer them. If you do this successfully, wholesaling will work for you. The book, How to Become a Real Estate Investor. You can pick it up at www.nwcom.org. Again, that's www.nwcom.org. Or you can go to Amazon, look for books from Dr. Jeff Davis, pick up a copy. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. And until next time, I'm wishing you a great day, full of both success and happiness.